Ashifa? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So where we were, what we discussed.
Singleton.
Singleton. So we discussed about Spring, right? How we can create object by using XML. Have you got a chance to read the theory?
Yes, sir.
I given one PDF, right? Question for all.
Yes, sir. You given one PDF. We have read that, sir.
Okay, your voice is very low, Sharmila. Okay, let us move. Okay. Now, what is Spring Boot? Just let us start with some keywords. Okay, what do you mean by boot? Can anyone answer? Booting ka to kya? I'm not talking about Java. Just asking simple keyword. Salam. See, this is from
Booting is kick.
gift comes.
Sir, in actual
Okay,
word,
what do you mean by booting?
in actual word, booting means kick, sir.
Kick, right?
Yeah.
So kick start. Anyone else want to add something? Boot disk तुम्हारा? मैं कभी इंस्टॉल करे नहीं वो ऐसे boot disk तो क्या? What do you mean boot? Booting का तो क्या? Starting. Very good. तो हम एक्सरसाइज करते हैं इसको वार्म अप होते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? Booting. Start. Initial setup. It's called booting. Okay. So Spring Boot आगो it's इसका base दिया को Spring framework. The same thing is Spring. Okay. On top of that, we are having Spring Boot. Understood, right? What do you mean by Spring Boot means? It will give you some ready-made features. Ready-made features. Okay, let's discuss. I will tell you one example. Let's take one example. Okay. So last week also I took this example. Okay. So example is like, consider like you are having sister, her marriage. So you are not taking anyone's help. You just want to do on yourself, by yourself, right? What you need to do? Even consider like you are preparing food also. You are not taking even help of cook, right? So then what you need to do? You need to take everything together, right? So rice se leko, chawal se leko, gosh se leko, all the things you need to collect, right? Everything you need to do, right? It will be cheaper, very cheaper, right? But it's very difficult for you. Managing everything is very difficult for you. Consider like if you are giving it to contractor, what you will do is like you will say, you will give the information to him, every information, like how many people are coming, what are the dish you want, right? And how many, where you want to arrange, right? So everything you are giving all the details to him. Like I want this, I want this. So you note down. बोला बोलते हैं कितने में आते हैं इधर 500 जने. Okay. So how much rice you want? So all the details they will give menu. Anyone tried, right? So सब जने खाना हाते करको रहते, right? करें नहीं हमारे ख्याल में इधर करको रहते. तो पुराने बच्चों को अच्छा मालूम था तो 90s वाले थे. So they are doing everything by themselves, right? So only food preparation depends on one person. Even serving everything will be done by our team only. Means brothers, sisters. So we'll be having one batch, right? They will take care of it. So now it becomes little easier, right? So what do you feel the difference between you are doing yourself, you are giving information to someone, he will be taking care of that. So which one looks easy? Contract. So what is the advantage? Work can be done very easily, right? So you just need to say them, but you need to give the details. Each and every details you need to give. How many people are coming? What's the shadi mahal? Okay. So decoration wale ko separate you need to contact, right? All the things you need to contact and then you. So that's a spring. You need to prepare some list. You need to give the details to Spring. Spring will take care of creating the objects. For example, cooking was take object, decoration was take object. Okay. Inviting people, one object. So all the things you need to give the details. All the details you need to give, they will take care. Spring Boot is just you need to say, I want marriage, I want food. You will not give details. Okay, just you will give very basic details. It will automatically will do all the things for you. You need to give just basic things. It will give automatically. Most of the configuration you don't need to do manually. So एक बात सुन पाते one thing called multi-channel करके introduce करता है. Okay, so the thing is like previous days, right? So we used to book the book my show कौन use करते हैं Redbus. Okay, क्या बोलते होटल बुकिंग का आता ना क्या बोलते से वही अभी Oyo. So all the things are separately running. Now you know everything connected with each other. For example, I will give one example. Like you ordered one shoe and one क्या बोलते ठंडी को पहनने से कपड़े you ordered, right? Then once you are ordering, you are planning to go to Kashmir, right? So then you will book the ticket for Kashmir. Then what you will do? You will go for hotel booking, right? Separately you will go and you will book for a hotel, right? Then you will plan for that particular, once you are reaching there, you need to book for cab. All the things what you are doing, you are just connecting the dots and you are making one single entity. So just think like nowadays what's happening, there is one channel, means everything will be connected with each other. Once you are booking, देखो note करो, you don't know you are clubbed with each other automatically. How you know is just book the ticket anywhere, IRCTC or something. It will show hotel rooms, right? Advertisement. Then you can use the hotel room booking. Then they will show you the Amazon showing to Kashmir jate hain, you need clothes. Note kar itna. So you may be thinking like you are doing independently, but all the things are connected together. Once you are doing that, they will say like you will be getting forecast like barsat padta hai, raincoat bhi le le. Okay, in that particular area. You know, another thing, I shocked actually how they are tracking is. Okay, so one of the delivery manager of Oracle in Tech Mahindra, so he is explaining this concept. It's called multi-channel. So what he's saying, like you tried one shoes, Amazon में देखे तुम्हें, देखो, you liked one shoe, right? But you thought you ignored it because you don't know about size and other stuff, right? You ignored it. So then you went out, you are walking, and you saw the same shoe shop on the street. Okay. Then you thought like I can try here, right? So when you're going there, you got the notification. Sir, you tried these shoes in Amazon. Okay. So we are having that shoe if you want to feel it. You understand what I'm saying? It's nearby your shop, your walk away. So you can walk and you can go to that place. So he will give you map direction. But once you are reaching there, he will say with your name, Salaam alaikum, Anis, please come. He knows when you are going inside, the notification will go to him that one of the customer with the name is arriving you. Right? Once you are going there, then they will say, sir, you tried this shoe. If you want to check, you can wear and try. Right? Once you are wearing, if you are feeling comfortable, okay. Then he will show you multiple alternates. Right? Sir, similar model we are having in others also. For cheaper cost, other things he will show you. Once you are taking that, it will show you what is the matching things. With the shoes, what matching things you can take, right? So once you are coming out, it will give you notification that, sir, if you are having these shoes, the matching suit will be put here. You understand, right? So they will trap you in such a way that they know you better than you, right? So that, like this happening in this world, you cannot do everything manually. So you need to do a lot of things automatically. You no need to spend your time only on thinking of smaller things, right? So automatically it should done. For example, now yesterday we discussed, right? So connection of database. For connecting database, what we need to do? We need to add 4 values. Remember what we discussed yesterday? Database connect करने का उससे क्या-क्या चीज़ होंगे? Not dependency. That's a separate thing. But I ask you 4 lines for database connection for Hibernate. Trevor? Trevor? Connection URL? Username, password, main thing is dialect. Okay, so these things you need to give, right? You need to download the jar, then you need to, Maven will help you to download the dependencies. Automatically it will get downloaded and we are adding POM, right? So that's one step. Then next level, what you did, you created the beans yesterday, right? By using XML, you are configuring the beans. Discuss karenge hame. So all the details you give in bean, right? Now that's also not required. Next level is you will be having some configuration that will be like Amazon में search करको, you will add to cart, right? Spring Boot make that much easy. They will give you option, just choose menu. What are the details? You want database connection? Take database connection. You want something, just choose the from menu and all the dependencies will get automatically. You no need to search and copy. Basic thing, right? So not 100%. तुम्हें card मान लेगा इसको basic card मिल जाती है तुम्हें, right? If you want add-ons or plugins, you can add it, but the basic card you will get it, right? So similarly, how Spring Boot did is you will go to menu and you will choose the dependencies. You will not copy and paste, and it will give you basic booting setup. You can directly run that application. Okay, the primary thing of Spring Boot is auto configuration, right? Menu, like you can add dependency menu. You don't need to go manually search and add it. I will show you the demo. As of now, you understand, like one is auto configuration, primary benefit of Spring Boot. Second one is it's like a dependency. You can choose like menu, like Amazon.com, add to cart. Right? Third thing, very good benefit, which I feel is embedded Tomcat. What do you mean by embedded? Inbuilt. Not inbuilt, it's connected together. It will be, for example, if you are hanging, I will give you an example. Normally, I will give, like consider previously, right? Previously, what we used to do, how we deploy application before Spring Boot. Anyone aware? How we used to deploy the application? What we need to do is, like, if we need to create code. Once we are creating a code, we need to build the code. Building means you need to write one script to build the code. That's previously it's and now it's a Maven. You know Maven, we tried, right? Everyone aware of Maven, right? So we'll do Maven install. Then what we'll do is one file is getting created in Target, right? Target में क्या आता है, एक file create होती है. That will be jar or var. Okay, just consider it's var. We'll take that var. We'll go Tomcat. Tomcat server is that, right? So there we'll copy and paste that var in particular location. That's called web app folder will be there. You need to copy manually, go there and place your application there. Okay, you can have one application or you can add 10 applications. One server can hold hundreds of applications, right? You need to copy and paste that application there, right? So once you are running Tomcat, so all these applications which are there, it will get run, right? It will be abc.com or something. You need to have the 10 applications you can run by using one Tomcat. Right? So now what do you feel the advantage of and disadvantage of this is? Like, I will give an example. You are having bus, one bus, right? So you are planning from here to Buchi. Okay. So then what you will do? You are not only person. You will be going with you will be sharing that bus with how many people? 30, 40 people or 100 people, right? So consider one person want to go to small streets. You cannot go, bus cannot go, right? It will drop you little outside. So you need to walk it. inside, right? You cannot do wherever you want. For example, if you are having some emergency, right? Pass with IR. So you cannot ask him to stop because you are dependent with the 100 people, right? If consider like it's puncture hogi, nahi to mechanical issues aaye, what will happen? All the 100 people will get blocked, right? So if you are using shared Tomcat, all dependent with each other, even you are not dependent with each other, right? तुम्हें जब जल्दी जाना था, he can go at any time, right? He just want to go for some leisure time. He is going for emergency, right? So all the things will not be same, but we are traveling in same speed. If something happened to bus, everyone will be dependent on that bus, right? So, but one thing which you will feel it cheaper price, 10-15 रुपए में तुम्हें गुची पहुंच गया, right? Very cheap price. But the challenge is you cannot travel on your own. You cannot go speed. You cannot go slow. You cannot take. If something happen, everyone will get blocked. So that's the problem with old Tomcat. Old Tomcat, all the applications will you are copying and pasting, and you are running the Tomcat. So one application will cause problem. For example, मान लगा चीख मारा तो पूरी बस खड़ गई सब अच्छी, right? So you're having a lot of dependencies, but advantage is cheaper, very cheap, right? But when you are going to Spring Boot will behave like a bike. Each application will have its own Tomcat. I'm not dependent on you. You are not dependent on me. Right? When I am booting, I will sit on my bike. I will start. Even you consider like a skateboard aata nahi, with motors. Just think like that. Right? Independent. Right? You can go even small streets. You can go. Even you can take it to home. Right? Bus you cannot do that. But the advantage is independent, isolated. No need to worry about others. Right? You cannot do accidents, right? At least you need to make isolate place. You can travel and you can go home, right? So you can go your own speed, right? If something happen or puncture something happen to your bike, it will not impact others. Right? They will go independently. Yes or no? So that's the advantage when you are having own. So Spring Boot Tomcat, embedded Tomcat will do like that. It will have embedded Tomcat, which is not dependent on others. We can run independently. You no need to worry about other things. Just run it. That's it. That also you can choose. I don't want for example, Boxer. I can go with Passion. Right? You can change also. It's not like you have to choose Tomcat only. You are having option. You can choose. Right? So based on that, you can choose the Tomcat servers, other things. You can run independently. You don't need to depend on others. So this is the main advantage of using Spring Boot. Another thing is three I told. One is auto configuration, right? Second one is menu like feel. You just choose the dependency, pick and drops. And third one is embedded Tomcat, right? Apart from this, you auto configuration will help you. You just need to say smaller things. For example, I want database connection. I will give some list. Automatically, it will create a database connection and it will give to you. अब देखो तुम्हें इसे देते ना कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को देते. So for example, catering. He knows better than us. Do you agree with him? For example, you will give menu item. नहीं ये हो ना हो. उन्होंने क्या बोलते हैं? Budget है ऐसा. आपको ये देते हैं. Okay. So when you are handling it individually, there is a chance like you will be fail. There is a chance. Why means you are not having experience, right? So हम लोगों को पूरी जिंदगी में 3-4 marriages करते हैं, right? Closely if you are working, right? So what about catering people? 1 week they will do 4 marriages, right? They will be having more experience. Based on that, they created the framework, right? So similarly here also, auto configuration they create in such a way that it mature. It is very mature. You no need to go independently and you do the things. You just ask him to do. He will do better than you, right? But disadvantage is it's expensive. जरूरत है चीज़ जरूरत नहीं चीज़ पूरे डाल रहा हूँ, right? For example, decoration बोले समझो आधे चीज़ें इतने बेकार होकर बैठ पड़ गए, right? Lot of wastage is there, which is needed by you, no need, right? बहुत wastage भी होता. Catering में wastage होता नहीं तो extra होता, but most of the times it get wasted, right? खाना बच जाता. So because if you're saying 500, people planning for 500, you will definitely plan for plus, right? So 600 they will plan, right? So based on the plates, they will count. So plate mein bacha khao, bada khao, doesn't matter to them. They will count the plates. Okay. There's a lot of wastage, but one thing is you are having peace of mind. Just say them, they will create it for you. Here also same thing. Spring Boot, you will just choose the dependency automatically. Lot of the configuration will come automatically. You will just give the basic details. It will create the connections of object. It will create the beans. It will take care of all the details. But you need to follow some standards. So, for example, you given menu to him, but you are changing menu when you want. No, you need to follow. But if you are having own configuration, you can change anytime, right? But once you are coming to deadline, you cannot change few of the things when you are using catering. Here also same. You need to follow whatever they are providing. It's not like you can modify it in any time you want. Right? You, for example, Miyako, for example, you want something to be specially arranged. Right? You cannot do that. You need to do externally. Those things will be having drawback when you are using Spring Boot. But easy is just give them peace of mind. You can sleep. They will take care of it. Similar thing with Spring Boot. Let's see how we can create the Spring Boot application with simple way. Okay. So now let me go to menu. I will explain you that menu. Let me share my screen. Yeah. There is one website called star.io. Spring Initializer. Okay, this is the website. When you're opening it, you can see one beautiful screen, right? So previously for Spring application, you need to write every code on your own. Right? Here you will choose the things, right? So let's see. So what I'm going to use in these three flavors. Anyone can tell me? This one. Project place is there, right? So there are multiple options here, right? Which one you will choose? Maven, because you are aware of Maven, right? So here you are having Java, Kotlin, Groovy. Which one you are going to use? Java, because you are not aware of these two languages, right? So now you are having Spring Boot versions. He will automatically choose one stable version, right? 3.5.6 is a stable version. No, I want to choose advanced. I can go, but this one is the stable version, or you can down to any other version, right? So it's all automatically I'm going with default. Then I need to give some my project details, right? Basic setup, what I want. For example, our company name is Kony, right? So what I will do is I will write net.Kony, right? So whenever you are choosing the package, please make sure that you are reversing the domain. For example, techmahindra.com is there. You need to write com.techmahindra, right? irctc.com is there, com.irctc. You need to reverse your domain. Okay, so that it will come like this. Here we are having com.net.conic. If you are going with psoft, how you need to write in.co.psoft. Our domain is psoft.co.in here, right? So for example, tcs.com, how we need to write com.tcs, right? So org.apache, apache.org, right? You need to reverse it. Huh? You will understand this. You know, if you know about domains a bit more, you can understand, right? So you can append the values always from last here, right? So you know what is the ICICI Bank domain? ICICI Bank login. How you need to log in? Domain. ICICI Bank. Right? दूसरा some website google.com, right? Google.com is the domain, right? What is the subdomain? You open mail.google.com for mail. You are appending mail. That mail is a subdomain. So this one will remain. You need to add all the things. If you want to change, you can change it. If google.com is changing, it's not google.com anymore. For example, if you're taking this spammers, right? How they will create it? Amazon.abc.com. It's not Amazon domain because abc.com is their domain. Amazon is their not domain, subdomain. Amazon.com should remain same. All the things you can add. Left side you can add, right? But right side, if you're adding, it's no more our domain. So here in this case, the standard is package name should not change in start, right? That's why we are reversing it. You can add anything, but com.tcs Apache will remain same. You understand? Otherwise, if we are changing in last, the package will change and auto configuration will not work. I will tell you what is auto configuration. Not only auto configuration, they made it a standard. Anywhere, if you are writing a Java code, always try to use from starting. They created it like that. When Java started, right? So Maven started, right? From there itself, they are following these standards. Okay. Now R.Apache. Again, I'm going back. I'm going with net.pony. Right. So now what is this artifact? Artifact is how I want to deliver this project. Right. So the name, short name of your project or domain. For example, if I'm saying like I'm going with the student information system. Okay, student information system. Then I will write like SAS. Okay, it's a short name. With this name only, we are creating a jars. Okay. So for example, if I want, for example, student info system, like big name I want, I can write like this, right? So this one, based on this only, you'll get a jar. Okay, you can add hyphens here if you want, or I will go with some other name, for example, ABC Hello is our project. Here I will write. Here I can write something, Anish. For example, anything which is related to a project, right? Okay, then demo description, you can give why you are writing this project, basic details. It's not mandatory, right? So now you can see like package name created. Net Konica ABC. Right? So now here packaging is showing, right? It's a jar or bar. Normally, what is the meaning of jar? Jar ko to kya? Java? Senior बोल देंगे देखेंगे. What do you mean by jar? क्या मैं छूं कैमरे में? तो ना escape. Okay. What do you mean by jar? Everyone says I नहीं. Either.
Yeah, बोलता हूँ.
What is jar?
It's a package file that bundles multiple files.
I'm not talking about the meaning. What is the abbreviation of jar? बोलो. Java archive means it's a zip file for Java classes. All the things you just zipping it. You are not doing anything. Just it's a class file with the proper structure, right? So Java archive. What do you mean by var? What is the difference between jar and var? Very good. Remembering. Okay. So jar will have only Java classes. Var will be having web application related also, like JSP, servlets we discussed when we are discussing about a dynamic web project. Remember? Okay. So dynamic web project when we are having, you will not be having only Java classes. You will be having other classes also, right? But Spring Boot had done something, right? So even they consider everything web application also you can use by jar. You don't need to go with var. Okay. So as of now, I will select var because if I want to deploy it in external Tomcat, right? So my khali bike mein jata hu, I can go, I will take my bike outside and I can go in bus also if I need, right? So I will be preparing my application like that. So in that case, what I am doing, I am creating a var file. Okay. So default it's a 17 fine. Right? Till now you understand it. I selected Maven. I selected language as Java. I selected with a one default version. Spring Boot version is 3.5.6. I given few details. Now I need dependencies. Right? What is the dependency? I want special things for my project, not basic thing. I want to add few things, right? For example, if I want to create web application, if I'm planning to create web application, I can just here, right, add dependencies there. I will click it. I will write web. I will add it. See how easy it is. Web application. If I want to add database, right, I just try here, I click it. MySQL, for example, MySQL, I just add it. But this basic dependency automatically will get added. I no need to go and add it independently. Just whatever I want. For example, we are having something called, right, Lombok. I can add Lombok. So he given many things automatically. For example, I want Postgres, right? Postgres is here. Right? So whatever, even you can see like AI related configurations also there. Right? So all the things, everything, just with a click, I can add it. So as a basic thing, I'm going to create, even I'm removing database. So for basic startup, I create just spring.web. Okay. So now what I will do, you can see here, generate, right? I'm just clicking it. So one file automatically created and will get downloaded, ready-made startup application, booted application. I can boot it, right? So now it's downloaded. You can see abc.zip, right? So now I will go here. I can open folder, open, okay. Copy file location name, paisa open karna, showing folder, okay. So now you can see like abc.zip is there, okay. So now I'm opening my Eclipse. So before that, what I will do is I will extract this file, right? It's a zip file. Oh, you don't know how to extract it, right? Right click, extract here, right? abc.com. When you're opening it, you can see how many files he created, right? So proper structure, everything properly organized, everything he did, right? So now I'm going back to my Eclipse. Where is my Eclipse? Right? This is a fresh workspace I created. Right? So now what I need to do, I need to import that project which I created there. So I just use import project here. Right? Which project I created? Maven, right? I will go with Maven, existing Maven project, right? And I will create next. I will select, I will go to download. ABC, right? I will select. So configuration done, I'm finishing. My project came, right? So you can see beautiful project with all the dependency with booting files. Booting means I can run it now. Without any changes, I am able to run this application. Okay, now let's see how the structure is. So all the structure is organized, right? You can see here src main Java, just expand it. You can see my domain and my project got created, right? So you can open it. You can see some files are getting created here. This servlet initializer will selected when you are using select var. If you are not selecting var, this file will not be there. Only this file will be there, right? And pym file, right? I selected web, right? So here you can see these dependencies added, right? One is web, one is Tomcat. Why Tomcat? Now I'm not going to install the Tomcat. Automatically it is having Tomcat as a dependency, right? You can see Tomcat is there, right? Then we'll be having a test module. Test module also basically basic setup will get created, right? So now I am ready to run the application. Even I did nothing as of now, right? Just I choose the menu, I selected next. I finished it, my application ready, right? Basic setup. Now what I will do is just for Maven, I will say run as Maven install. Hope you remember Maven classes. Right? So now once Maven, what Maven will do, it will automatically download dependencies. So now it's failing because we need to change the target. JRE. I don't want this Java. I will go with my installed version. See, program files, Java. We are using JDK 17, right? So I'm just setting up this. Now let me do a right click, run as Maven install. So by using Java 17, because which JDK version I chose? 17. Remember? So now what Maven will do? It will download all the dependencies. It will run the test cases also. I'm not going there. We'll come to test cases separately. But you understand how I'm doing. Anywhere, if someone is not understanding, stop me and ask questions. Because this is very important. This one is a real. Even if you're going now in any company, they will ask you to create a project like this. Okay, for some of my students, they validated based on this. What happened is they got some doubts, right? So they are asking him to develop the application within a minute. They are asking him to sit and asking them to create a Spring Boot application. It happened to my two students, right? So they are asking just create one REST service for me. That's it. It's a 2-minute task, but because we are not practicing, we are forgetting, right? So how you can see, like when I'm speaking now, I'm creating one application, right? It's running application within a minute. If I'm not teaching, I can create this in 5 to 6 minutes, complete application with database, right? It that much easy they created it, but if you are not practicing, we'll forget it. Okay, I request you, once I am trying it, I will give you some time. Okay, so today we are planning for little lengthy session. Okay, so once I'm giving that 15 to 20 minutes, I want you to practice. I want everyone system should have this application. Okay, so mobile people, I don't know how they will do it. Okay, so but I think other people can try. Okay, so now dependency get added. Okay, so now we are having one application which is ready to start. So how to start it? You can see like one application, one class file created by him. Now, till now, I didn't write a single line of code. You know, right? I have not done any single line of code. So everything done by Spring Boot initializer. So you can see one application here created, right? So Anis Bashir Corp is a project name, and it created with application, right? So how to run it? Just like run as Java application, not run on server, right? Because it's having embedded Tomcat. That Tomcat also dependency. I don't need to install Tomcat. You remember when we created web application, how much we struggled to install Tomcat? We downloaded it, right? We installed it, compatibility issue, many things we faced, right? So then what we did, Furkan? You are not there, okay. So we did, and then I helped you to set the class path, and then you ran it, right? Here, nothing. Bus now the driver, right? Driver run petrol, uske problems, uske own hate, right? So, but here, if you are having bike, even though it will be having problem, it's not big problems, right? You can solve your bike problem. If it is new bike, very easy, right? So now let's run it. So run as Java application. But if you don't want bike, you can go with bus, you can go with it. So now you can see like one application is running here, right? Spring Boot. You can see Spring Boot 3.5, and you can see application started with 8080 port. Now my application is running, right? It's having nothing, right? So I cannot able to show you anything, but I can type the URL. So how to run web application? We'll just write localhost 8080. Nothing. So my server is ready, but I'm not having anything there, right? I need to write few lines of code to show that. So till now, anyone understand? Anyone is having any questions? What I did, let me repeat the step. I gone to browser, right? I write starter.io, right? Then Spring Initializer open, right? Then I'm clicking it. I selected Maven, I selected Java, I selected the version, Spring Boot version, I given the basic things, I selected the var, I select the JDK version, I added the dependency. Which dependency I added? Web. Right? Add dependency, web, then that's it. I'm not adding anything else. How to close this? Yeah. Okay. I am not adding anything. So then I generated and downloaded. One file got downloaded in downloads, right? That's called abc.com. Then I extracted it, right? Then what I did, I imported it by using import. If I am highlighting, I am having sick. Right click and you can see import, right? Then existing Maven project. Then I selected next. I browsed it to my extracted file. Then I said, okay, project came here. I right click, Maven install. My Maven application is ready. Then I ran main application, right click, run as Java application. Now it's running. Right. Now let's write one simple class to see some output. Okay. So few days before we discussed about REST services. Remember? Backend services. So we'll get only text, right? So now let me create one service here. Very simple service. I will say, I will give one URL, I will get response. That's it, right? So how to create it? I will give you details. As of now, just understand the theory, okay? So right click, new, I'm creating one class. I will say it as ABC controller. Okay, ABC controller. Then what I will do is, I will write top of it at REST controller. What I did, just added one annotation. Okay, then what I will do is I will say one public say salam. I created one method. Okay. Then I will do just a string. So I am expecting like you did core Java well. I'm not going very detailed, right? My assumption is you packaged core Java well. Okay. So here, like you can see, like I'm having a simple method, public return type is a string and it's saying just say salam, right? So what I will do, I will say return salam alaikum. That's it, right? Very simple 2 lines of code. Then what I will do here is in top of it, I will say get mapping. I will explain you in detail. Okay, but I want you to copy till what I'm doing. Need to repeat and copy it. Okay, so then I will say here one slash say salam. Even I can remove this, I think slash. I'm saying get mapping, say salam. How many lines of code this one? Right? Very simple. I created one class, I added REST controller. Then what I did, I created one method just returning Salam alaikum. Then I added at get mapping, right? So now my application is ready. Now let me restart it. Okay, I'm stopping it. I'm going back. I'm just running, run as Java application. Right? Now I'm going back to browser, localhost, right? Going, yeah, localhost 8080. Then I will say salam. This URL I'm saying taking from where? Controller. This URL. Say salam, right? I'm just copying and pasting there here and submitting. What happened? What happened? So same code, if I want to write in there, I need to run JSP. I need to create JSP, right? I need to create a controller. I need to deploy in server, right? I need to start the server. So all the things. Now within a single line, it knows it created controller, it creates server, servlet initializer, everything. No need to write a single line of code to do that configuration. It's not configured. I just added web, right? So it will take care of auto configuration. It's running now, right? It's a basic REST service. Okay. So now you can see how many lines of code. Very few. How much time it took? Because people are not doing this, they are coming out of it. Practice. How much? It looks simple, right? But you cannot remember the steps. I want you to try multiple times. After, not this one. I will today, whatever class I will tell, complete thing. I want you to try that one. Batti Mardalo, no problem. You can memorize it, no problem. So you will say no, but memorize no. At least this part which I am telling today, you memorize it because this will save your job. Right. So after this, I will tell you how to connect database also. That's also minutes of time. You don't need to worry about it, right? So till now, how much you feel you any questions you are having? Hey, come to camp. Ali Bhai, Sultan, Haider. Correct, correct. That's we'll come to it later. अच्छा है इधर काय की तुम्हाला लॅपटॉप में आते हैं okay so Irfan Sanaullah is here so I'm not forcing them many Furqan everyone is here only but I want online people to come here okay any questions still here any questions you can see the code right okay from now I will be giving you 15 minutes gap okay so I want you till now what I did you need to try it right so I will give you the steps again please remember I want you to try it without seeing my this video I will be sharing it right but I want you to try without this video just try it first part where I went why I'm going not typing that URL itself because I'm searching in Google with simple words right so how I'm trying going to Google right I'm saying starter.io even now I'm not saying Spring also right starter.io you can see when I'm running it you are getting Spring initializer right then I'm clicking it I'm selecting Java Maven 3.5.6 you know to give the details default is there okay but I want you to give your own some dream project will be there right so you give that project select var as of now why I'm saying I will tell you later okay you can even if you are choosing jar it will work right select this one add only one dependency web then you generate the jar will get downloaded in downloads just come to Eclipse right click here import project right once you are coming to import just search with the Maven right once you are coming to Maven you can see existing Maven project then next choose the folder which you extracted right then once you're done the project will appear in here you just right click and run as Maven install if it is not running what you need to do you need to go to Windows preferences you select the JDK which version you want just what you can type JRE here and you can select install JRE you will find this one just double click it and choose your Java installed folder normally it will be in C program files Java choose that folder because by default Eclipse will be having one JRE it will get pointed to that one okay if you are creating new workspace right even if I'm changing workspace now this will not appear okay I cannot run by using that you can run it but there is some challenges some of the jars will get needed from JDK, right? So always try to choose JDK. Okay, don't choose JRE, right? Windows preferences, right? You need to say JRE here, right? So install JRE, you can click this folder, these things will come. You can double click and choose the program files Java JDK. And then you say OK, it will appear here. And then you right click, run as Maven install. Then your Maven project will be built. All the dependencies will get downloaded. Then you can go to this application, right? You can see this application will be there, right? Then you can run it. This one is a stop, red color button. You can see, right? Here in console, you can see the red button is there. This one is stop. You cannot run already running a car bike to बिल्कुल restart कर सकते हैं. You cannot start running bike, right? But here, if you want to rerun, you need to stop it and then you need to run it. Otherwise, what will happen is if I'm running again, what will happen? You can see. This is this question is raised by Sanaullah. When I'm running twice, what will happen? It will try to run, but it will fail because already port is running, right? Error is coming. You can see here, port already in use means this 8080 is occupied. This bike is occupied by someone else. If you want to start it, you need to come down and sit again, right? Even bus, this is a problem. Okay, so you need to step out, stop it, and then start it and then again set it. Okay, because port is already in use. Okay, so what do we need to do? You need to go to see here, two servers are running. So I'm going back here. Okay, red button, stop. If I'm running multiple times, you can see here. Terminated means stop. So this you need to come here if you want to stop this particular part. Okay. So now I want you to try. I will give you controller code will remain open, right? So you can see the screen and type the code, no problem. Okay, if you want to try. So from here, I will stop recording or pause recording. Okay. So we'll try it again after few minutes. But I want to see randomly, I will ask few people. They need to show me the code, except the people who are using mobile, especially February batch. Okay. So I want you. Okay. I want you.
To this,
I want
to do
you
this class.
to show this to me.
Okay.
Let me